Hey guys, and welcome back to another StarCraft II shoutcast. I am MrJargon, and this time we have a best of 3 between Axslav and Demuslim. So up here in the top right is our red Protoss, we do have Infinity 7's Axslav, and in the bottom left is our blue Terran, we have Evil Genius's Demuslim. So this is going to be a best of 3 between these two guys, former team partners, so we're going to have to see if that plays into any effect. I'm not sure if it will or not, so I'm not too big on the whole. Are their team partners, they must know the ins and outs and everyone's strategy. Because I feel, for some reason, that teams don't practice with each other as much as they should. Because a lot of the time you see these players streaming and they just ladder for very large parts of the day. I personally feel that they could be using their training time a bit better. But who am I to say? I am not a pro player. They know what they're doing. So TVP here, best of 3, first map on Antiga. Cross spawns, I'm not sure if this is the ladder version or not. It did say bet on it in the replay, so it might just be some in-houses that they done, so it completely contradicts what I just said, which is about normal for me because I never get anything right, so that's absolutely fair. Fair assumption to make there. So cross spawns on this map, I really like for TVP. Some people again say, I don't know, a little bit favoured for Terran or a little bit favoured for Protoss. I think it's pretty fair on this map, especially with the cross spawns. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do here. As you see Demuslim coming up here with his first barracks, it's going to be interesting if we see him put down a gas or not. That's going to be a really big telltale sign on whether Axslav can go for an early expansion. Oftentimes if you see a gas coming up from the Terran, you don't really want to go that one gate Nexus, simply because they could be going for some very early pressure, but it looks like Axslav might be going to do that anyway. Now he's going to put down a pylon. Silly me, I should know these timings. I'm a Protoss player, I should know these timings down really well. I don't. But that's fine. That's why we're casting these games, to improve, right? You're with me on this one, guys. Anyway, you just see the barracks coming up now, and it does look like Demuslim's going to be going for that command center, as it looks like Axslav's saving up enough money to put down his Nexus. So very standard openings here by each player. And actually, he's not putting it down just yet. We do see another SCV up here. Is he going to do anything tricky? Is he going to put it on the high ground? No, he's just going to go on the low ground. He's just trolling me. So both of their expansions go up at pretty much the same time here. Nothing amazing to sort of report between the two. We should see a cyber core coming up very soon after this zealot's now just being popped out. So we should see quite a standard game start off with, nothing too crazy, which is always nice to see in a best of 3. They want to start off nice and so they don't want to try anything crazy. I keep thinking this is an Overlord. Where is this shadow from? I have no idea where this shadow comes from. It looks like an Overlord to me. I can't see anything that would make that shadow. Okay, random Overlord there, sneaky. Zerg's going to attack them, they don't even know it. SCV does get out now, Cybercore coming up. But again, that's about all that's really going on. So it's really going to be up to who gets this middle tower to contain this middle tower, to see who can get the earlier advantage. We just see another command center here coming up from Demuslim, so he's going for a very greedy build, still no gas, just putting 2 gas down now. But that's extremely late. Axslav already mining off one, and he's going to have another one up soon. So another zealot coming out, which is really strange. Usually you would have had the gas a little bit earlier and not got a second zealot. Maybe he screwed it up a little. Maybe it's his, maybe it's just his build, and he's actually clearing out this probe now, so it's going to be safe from proxy pylons. So this is looking really nice here for Demuslim. If he can get this third command center up, I wouldn't imagine he would float it over to his third, simply because he isn't saturated anywhere else. He'll use it for mules and to produce SCVs. Bunker coming up to protect against any small harassments from the early game units from Axslav. All absolutely standard. We do see now the next is up for Axslav, and just another gateway and another gateway. So he's just going to be going very standard here. This is the very normal thing to do. Once you've gone 1 gate expand, you want to get another 2 gateways up pretty soon, just so you start pumping out some units in case there's any early pressure from the Terran. Because if they go command center first with no gas, all they're going to be doing is pushing out with some marines, and 3 gates is more than enough to deal with that. You get a couple of stalkers out, sentries for the force field, and you're absolutely fine. Most of the time, unless you screw it up like me all the time then. Never hold it. Anyway, more barracks coming up here for Demuslim. And a proxy pylon now going down for Axslav, so it looks like we are going to be seeing some more aggression out of him from 3-gate aggression by the looks of it, which is actually pretty strong considering there is just 1 bunker up here and these barracks not even done, actually adding sort of tech labs onto them, reactors, sorry, I can't even talk, it's too early. It's 6:48, no that's the in-game clock, it's about 8 in the morning, which is early for me. It's early for a gamer, way early. So we do see this zealot here holding this tower. It should shoo away this SCV. So it's going to get straight past. However, there's 2 sentries and some zealots. This could be brilliant play here by Axslav. Pulling those units back just allows you to hide them, and actually he doesn't hide them in the end. Well, it was a good try by Axslav to hide those units, but Demuslim did see it and now put the bunker up. So yeah, if he actually hid those units, and Demuslim would have only thought, oh, there's only a couple of units there, that would have been fine. But now look, Demuslim is ready for this. He's got the SUVs pulled off. He's got another bunker going up. So this could be a very nice defense here by him. However, we do have the factory going up with the reactor for the starport. And now these barracks here are only just starting to produce units. So he's really behind in the army count right now. And here comes Axslav going in. He's going to have the force field to force field that bunker. And the second bunker is actually just about to finish. And this is actually looking really good for Demuslim, because now he's got 2 bunkers up. And they're going right onto these zealots, and they're actually going to be pushed away. So that was a very nice defense there. However, Axslav is still up by about 15 supply. So it's going to be interesting to see how he deals with this. Is he going to go straight for the 3rd Nexus? It looks like he wants to. Once he's got enough money, and that's all he was doing. He was just putting on pressure. This is why I like Axslav. If you watch his stream, he has some very, very good decision making, and doesn't usually go all in with something like that. All he needed to do was put on some pressure. He's now got double forge going. That was in no way an all in at all. So as you see the Twilight Council now coming up, I would imagine it would be for either, obviously it would be either for Blink or Charge, but you've also got to get the Twilight Council up pretty quick when you're going double forge, because once they're done, you have to get the double upgrades going again, get that advantage up. As you do see now here for Demuslim, he is currently at 0-0, but he is researching 1-0, I believe, and building another engineering base somewhere. There it is. So Axslav's actually going to have the advantage, considering he has the chrono boost as well. The factory now just scouting around. He's probably going to come up to this location. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing, to check out the 3rd when it goes up. So that's a nice little play there by Demuslim. Very standard stuff coming out. As we do see Blink. Sorry about that, I had the hiccups, I had to take a little drink. We do see Blink now coming up here for Axslav, and usually it's an interesting play. With double upgrades, a lot of people like to go Zealot Speed, Zealot Charge. Usually you see some other type of tech coming out when you go Blink, simply because you can't deal with that massive bio ball with just Blink, Stalk and Micro, because it just melts. That's why a lot of people like to go Zealot Charge, maybe get out the Archons or the Storms or the Colossus. Usually if you go in Colossus you get the Blink. So it's going to be interesting to see what he pulls out here. You see Demuslim now pushing out to the middle, taking control of this. However, there are proxy pylons everywhere here from Axslav, which is a very nice play. And he does see that there is no 3rd, and he shouldn't make a push here. He should definitely not make a push. He should just take the map control whilst he takes his 3rd. You see, this is a brilliant play. Taking your 3rd, you don't have to attack with your army. But if he just pushes out here to the centre, there's nothing really that Axslav can do. He can't come and attack him, so he's completely safe to take his 3rd. Very nice play here. He's took out that proxy pylon. However, there is another one here, here, and here. He's going proxy pylon crazy. And a probe on patrol here, another fantastic move that you can see from a lot of top level players. He has a pylon here and a probe patrolling here. You should see any drops coming out that way, as the same with here. 3 pylons in this probe. You should be able to see anything coming out from this way. So he should be theoretically safe from drops as long as he's paying attention to his minimap. He even has some stalkers up here, so he's playing very safe right now while he's getting all of his upgrades going up. He's got Blink, he's getting Charge, he's got his double upgrades going. He's now getting his observers out and his 3rd base. So very solid play here by Axslav. Over do see Demuslim moving around here from the side. He's going to work on these rocks. Will Axslav notice? I think he does. He might go in for the side attack here. But I really don't think he can actually handle this. He doesn't have leg speed yet. Demuslim's saying, yeah, actually I can take this. I will just move straight in for you. I think this is a fantastic play by Demuslim, not retreating here, because he's just going to meat grind through all of these units. And you see more stalkers walking in here, but there's not much that he can do now. Axslav didn't have any of that tech that I was saying about that really gets rid of the mass bio ball. You go straight for that. You need a lot of zealots with charge with those force fields. Those force fields were very nice, but the zealots didn't have charge. They died before they even got there. Most of them anyway, and this is just going to be a straight win now for Demuslim. He can walk up here. Stalkers, as I said, with Blink Micro is nice, but they melt as soon as they blink, and that should be GG here from Axslav. There's not much he can do. A very nice solid play by him in his defense. I do actually want to say in Axslav's defense, the plays here with the probes and pylons on each side, very solid, absolutely very solid. I just question his sort of tech choices in the mid game. The double upgrade is very nice. He had to get the Twilight Council, but there was no tech to deal with this massive sort of bio ball, and that's I think the reason why he lost. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for game number 2.